UAE President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed al-Nahyan will pay an official visit to India on Monday at the invitation of Prime Minister Modi. This will be his third visit to India since assuming office as UAE President and the fifth in the past decade, reflecting the growing momentum in high-level bilateral engagements between the two countries. The visit is expected to further deepen the comprehensive strategic partnership and allow discussions on regional and global issues of mutual interest. And to discuss UAE President al-Nayan's visit to India, we have with us Shik Sajanhar, former Indian senior diplomat. Thank you, Sajanhar ji, for connecting with us on DD India. First of all, how far would you say the leadership of Prime Minister Modi has played a part in significantly strengthening India-UAE ties in recent years?
Yeah, good afternoon to you, Tanvi, and thank you very much for having me on this show. You're very right. I think your first comment is absolutely spot on because, when Prime Minister Modi visited the United Arab Emirates, his first visit after coming to office on the 16th of August 2015, I recall very vividly this was the first visit by an Indian Prime Minister to the UAE in 34 years. And he didn't stop at that only, his first visit. The United Arab Emirates has turned out to be one of the countries where he has traveled the most, 7 times in all, the last being in 2023, February of 2023, where he had gone to inaugurate the BAP's Swaminarayan temple. In fact, it is the first and the only Hindu temple in anywhere in the Middle East. So if we take areas of strategic partnership, because that is what we have, comprehensive strategic partnership with the United Arab Emirates, or we take the area of trade or investments, in all areas, people-to-people connect. It has about 4.3 million people, comprising about 35% of the total population of the United Arab Emirates. So it's a very dynamic relationship that Prime Minister Modi can be given all credit for bringing it to this high level.
Okay, this will be the UAE President's third official visit to India since assuming office, his fifth visit to the country over the past decade. What does this say about the importance the UAE now attaches to its ties with India?
Yeah, I think earlier from the Middle East, from whether it's the Gulf or some of the other countries which are not members of the GCC, they used to look upon India through the prism of Pakistan, through the prism of religion, that they have that sort of congruence as far as Pakistan is concerned. But Prime Minister Modi, after his visits to the Gulf countries and particularly to the United Arab Emirates, he has turned that logic on its head. Now it is basically, India is a very significant buyer of oil. So in terms of trade, in terms of energy, India has emerged as a very important partner, a defense partner, strategic partner with the United Arab Emirates. You're right when you say it's third visit after becoming the president of the country, and 2 visits when he was the crown prince. And of course, the crown prince of the UAE, crown prince of Dubai, they have also visited India. So I think the relationship is very vibrant. If you look at, maybe just one area, which is an important area, that is of trade. The United Arab Emirates is the third largest trading partner of India. We engaged and entered into a comprehensive economic partnership agreement. That was in 2022. That was finalized in super quick time, and it has been giving us very good results. Today, the bilateral trade is more than $100 billion, about 65 billion coming from the United Arab Emirates to India, the imports, and about $35 billion going from India to the United Arab Emirates. It is the largest in terms of the investments It has about $25 billion, about the seventh largest to India. So if we look at any of the areas, even in the area of energy, whether it is oil or LPG or LNG, United Arab Emirates is one of the, right at the top. In addition, we are, of course, members of IMEC, the India, Middle East, Europe Economic Corridor, which was launched on the sidelines of India's presidency of the G20 on the 9th of September 2023. We are also members of I2U2, the India, Israel, United Arab Emirates, USA. There's four member grouping. So I think, and also in the area of BRICS, both
Yes.
countries are active members. Maybe the last point I could mention, when India was the holding the presidency of G20, then United Arab Emirates was one of the guest countries that had been invited, and of course, the president of UAE, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed, he had participated in the G20 summit also.
Okay. The UAE president's visit, Mr. Sajjanhar, will start just about after 2 days. The UAE welcomed President Trump's announcement on the formation of the Board of Peace, for which India has also got an invite. So is Gaza likely to be a key point of discussion between the two leaders today? And if so, which aspects do you think are likely to be discussed?
No, definitely. Gaza will be a very important area of discussion between the two sides, because this is something that has been occupying the attention of the whole world. And since India is so very well invested in the area of both energy as well as of security and stability, that will be definitely an area of discussion. Prime Minister Modi has also been invited to be a board member of the Gaza Peace Board. We'll really have to wait and see as to how that evolves. But definitely, as far as India is concerned, it has always maintained, Tanvi, whether it is in the context of the Ukraine-Russia conflict, or it is conflict in the Middle East between Israel and Hamas and the others, that all issues should be settled through the dialogue, through diplomacy, through negotiations coming at the same table. And we have welcomed this, the peace proposals and the peace initiatives to move towards the peace as far as Gaza is concerned. So definitely peace, security, stability in the Middle East will be an important element of the bilateral discussions that take place later today.
Okay, sir, lastly, which specific areas do you think India and the UAE will likely discuss regarding the India-UAE comprehensive strategic partnership?
I think first, of course, taking the trade forward, taking investment forward, because we need to recognize also that the United Arab Emirates has promised $75 billion of investment in India's infrastructure, and the sovereign fund group of the United Arab Emirates has already put in $1 billion in the National Infrastructure Investment Fund. So definitely trade and energy supplies, because there is so much of volatility in the global markets. But India continues to be a very stable buyer of energy. And as I mentioned, the United Arab Emirates has emerged as the fourth largest supplier of oil and LPG and LNG. So I think definitely trade, investment, energy, and political strategic partnership, how to take that forward. India has made very many changes in its investment policy. It has also signed a bilateral investment treaty with the United Arab Emirates. So I think this and how to ensure stability and peace in the region, that will these two will be the big ticket items that both the leaders will discuss.
Thank you very much, Ashok Sajanharji, for giving us a roundup of what to expect of al-Nayan's visit, which will follow in hours from now. Thank you very much. We'll keep track of what is happening in New Delhi.